Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Bizarre Trade Mage. Creature number 1. Draw a couple. 2 Vengevines! Oh boy! Okay. Sorry, opponent. Sorry, opponent. My apologies to you. Discard, discard, and discard. Then we will cast Hollow-One. We will get back 2 hasty Vengevines. This is turn 2 with what? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 power? So Vengevine, Vengevine, Hollow-One. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Brew About Nothing. And today, we are heading to Modern to play this crazy 5-color Umori-One deck we had a deck of a few days ago. Basically, a Vengevine Hollow-One shell, but with a gimmick that we're all creatures, so we can have an 8th card in hand, as Umori the Collector is our companion. So let's do a super quick deck tech, just an overview. If you want a full breakdown, check out the instant deck tech and jump right into our game. So 5-color Umori-One, it is a Hollow-One Vengevine shell, and these cards work really well together. Vengevine wants to be discarded because if we can cast 2 creatures in a turn, we get it back for free as a 4/3 with haste. Hollow-One, on the other hand, likes us discarding cards because it reduces its cost all the way down to 0 if we can discard 3 cards in a turn. So we can discard Vengevines and then make Hollow-Ones cheap and then cast Hollow-Ones to get back our Vengevines and build a massive board really early in the game. To go along with our Vengevine Hollow-One plan, we need ways to discard cards, and because we're all creatures, we gotta play some weird options. Our best one is Bizarre Trade Mage, which draws 2 and discards 3 when it comes into play. 3 is enough to make Hollow-One free on its own, plus that's up to 3 Vengevines we can put in the graveyard, meaning any other creature gets all that back and hopefully just kills our opponent on like turn 2 or turn 3. The other cool tricks in the deck involve Bloodbraid Elf. Bloodbraid Elf cascades, and since we're all creatures, it's gonna cascade into another creature, which means all by itself, Bloodbraid is gonna trigger all the Vengevines we have in our graveyard when we cast the Cascade creature. And we also get Brokos, another new addition to the deck, which is perfect for the deck. It's another big creature that we can cast from our graveyard, so we don't mind discarding it to lower the cost of Hollow-One, and since it's a creature we can mutate, which is casting from our graveyard, it gives us a way to trigger Vengevine even if we don't have many creatures in hand. So that is 5-color Umori-One. Let's jump into some games, see if this ridiculous deck actually works. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. If you enjoyed today's deck, make sure to purchase it from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. For a limited time, you can get a Scoop Soldier sticker for free if you mention Scoop Soldier in your order notes during checkout. Alright, much brew about nothing time. We are playing 5-color Umori-One. And, alright, we're gonna keep this. It's a little sketchy just because of lands. Like, if we play our Noble Hierarch, and our Noble Hierarch just dies, and we don't draw another land, things go really wrong. On the other hand, if we don't get mana screwed, this hand is kinda exactly what we want. We'll play Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Come on, land. Opponent, uncompanioned. Horizon Canopy. Ether Vial. Alright, well, land. Land, please. That's a land. So since we drew a land, I think we cycle Street Wraith. Vengevine. Well, we play Ziggurat. Yeah, this is the start we're hoping for. We play Bizarre Trade Mage. Creature number 1. Draw a couple. 2 Vengevines! Oh boy! Okay. Sorry, opponent. Sorry, opponent. My apologies to you. Discard, discard, and discard. Then we will cast Hollow-One. We will get back 2 hasty Vengevines. This is turn 2 with what? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 power? In an all-creature deck? Umori-One! Alright, this is... this is a thing of beauty. I mean, these are the starts the deck can get. Like, how do you beat this? How does our opponent even try to beat this? So, Vengevine, Vengevine, Hollow-One. Like, opponent's got to land an Ether Vial. Look at what we have. Go to combat. Get in with the Vengevines. And, I mean, does our opponent even stick it out? All right, down to 11. Take up that vial, opponent. Take it up, take it up. Lord. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Opponent. Takes up vial. Vial's in a 1-drop. Does it say you win the game? Does it wrath the board and exile our graveyard? So it's gonna have to be quite the one drop. So our opponent just playing humans? It's probably just humans. And opponent decides not to violate in. And scoops it up. Alright, that went well. No changes. Run it back. I mean, if we can just do that again, like, those are the draws that should be basically anyone in the format. Like, when we get a draw like that, it should just be good enough to take down essentially anyone. All right, so for game number 2, we are on the play against what we're assuming is companionless humans with Umori-One. Yeah, this hand, I think we actually keep it. We have Mana Dork. Lotleth Troll can potentially turn on Hollow One. Opponent, unclaimed territory on human. So it is humans. And Noble Hierarch? Sure. Well, City of Brass and Birds of Paradise. We still would like to hit lands. Horizon Canopy. I mean, so next turn, we can, assuming this bird sticks, we can Lotleth Troll. Okay, Champion of the Parish. Well, at least we're not getting Reflector Mage. We can Lotleth Troll, cycle, or yeah, Champion. Alright, interesting. Grows the Champion. Well, opponent passes. Was second, that's even better. Well, we will cycle Street Wraith. So let's discard number 1. We will play Lotleth Troll. Creature 1. Opponent gains a life. We will discard Vengevine. We will discard Vengevine. We will Hollow One. Get back 2 Vengevines. And beat your face. So opponent gains a bit of life. Well, we go to combat. We attack for 8. And have 20-ish power here on turn 2. Busted! Umori-One! This deck actually feels pretty legit. Put it out of 15. I mean, we essentially just have 20 power on turn 2. Opponent plays a land. Yup. On human. Cavern. Another champion. Sure. I mean, I guess our opponent can try to grow their champions big enough to block our stuff is probably their game plan. We would like to keep hitting land so we could get to this Barocos. So 3/3. If our opponent can play 2 more humans, they're not in the absolute worst of shape. Considering, like, the ridiculousness of our start. There's 1. Yup. Do they have 1 more? Ooh, looks like no. Okay. Well, I think we just keep attacking with the team. Wow. Okay, sure. So opponent's going to go aggro. Hits us for 6. We will accept it. Down to 10. Passes. Bloodbraid isn't super castable. Well, we will go to combat. We will attack. How do you block, opponent? All right, blocks a Vengevine. Vengevine. Let's... Actually, no, let's not. Let's, okay, we'll hit our opponent for 8. Cracks Horizon Canopy, sure. 4? So Reflector Mage is a problem. Well, I guess it would have to be Land Reflector Mage, since our opponent's giving up all their Mana Dorks. 4, 5, 6, 7. So Path doesn't do it. It's got to be human removal. All right, so stuff's going to die. For having 1 land, we're off to a very explosive start. We almost certainly win next turn. The only question is going to be, can our opponent kill us this turn? I think Land Reflector Mage does do it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Land Reflector Mage would do it. Path doesn't do it. Path plus human does it. But our opponent's only got 2 mana, and they don't even have white mana, so Path's probably not a problem. It's gotta be Land Reflector Mage, I think. Well, we will just play another Lotleth Troll. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. This is your time to shine. Can you make us die this turn? Opponent untaps. No land. Okay, cracks. That's fine. We're not gonna die to our opponent cracking Horizon Canopy. And that means no Reflector Mage, and I think that means we should be good. Well, this was peak performance for Umori-One. Like, that was off the charts awesome. That shows what the deck can do. That shows what the deck can do at full power with all creatures. Incredibly explosive. Well, all right. Sweet. Sweet. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are Umori-One in Modern, trying to hollow one the old-fashioned way with only creatures. Oh, sorry if I sound a little stuffy today. I think I'm getting a bit of a cold or something. I left my window open last night. I thought I had closed it, but I didn't. And then I got to be like 40 degrees, so I woke up and have like a stuffy head or whatnot. So if I sound weird, that is why. But yeah, well, we'll keep this. This is fine. We don't have a way to actually stock our boggles. Okay. I wonder how an all creature deck deals with the boggle deck. Do we deal with the boggle deck? Is it possible? Well, the noblest of hierarchs go. I assume it's going to require us... Alright, ethereal armor. I assume it's going to require us making a big board quickly. Brokos. I think we just play Mana Confluence. Play Uro. Trigger. Put Reflecting Pool into play. Uro dies. Pass the turn. I mean, Brokos can be big. Big and regenerate-y. Maybe we just try to Brokos on a Lotleth Troll, Spider Umbra, and see if that can hold down the fort. Opponent gets in for 4. Sure. Street Wraith. Well, we will cycle Street Wraith. Ooh, Bizarre Trade Mage. Okay. So play Trade Mage. Hopefully draw Vengevine. Oh, 2 lands. Well, discard a Painful Land. Discard a Cavern of Souls. Discard Brokos. Play Hollow One. Play Gemstone Mine. Play Lotleth Troll. Pass the turn. Opponent. Ethereal Armor. Yeah, so that's an 8/8. I feel like we have to block here. We can't take 8. What do we block with? Would we rather have the flyer or... let's keep Hollow One. Let's block with Trade Mage. Untap. 1, 2, 3. So I think we discard Noose Constrictor. Uro. Green, blue, blue, green. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to keep Brokos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain some life, get a 6/6. Ooh, Bloodbraid. Alright. I mean, for being Boggles, this is kind of working. We don't have black to regenerate, though. Well, get in with... Actually, no, let's get in with both. Hit our opponent. I think our main goal is to just kill our opponent before they get lifelink. So opponent goes to 9. Hopefully they don't draw land. Land would be bad. Opponent says it's too hard to draw land, it seems. Opponent, Slippery Boggles. Sure. And passes. Another Brokos. Well, 1. Yeah, I guess it's time for the land to... Oh, what do? We gotta force our opponent to block. 1. How big can this get? Pretty big. If we Brokos it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And trample, so our opponent's gonna have to block here. Yeah, alright. Let's mutate Brokos onto Lotleth Troll. Green. I mean, I think this is going to work. Brokos over. We would rather have the 6/6. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Trigger. Okay. Well, I think this Brokos is actually going to win this match. Opponent blocks Brokos. Okay. But we get to discard a Brokos. Discard a... Noose Constrictor. Opponent takes a beating to 3. They keep their Glade Cover Scout, but boy, this is a big board they got to deal with. And opponent scoops it up. Oh, taking down the Boggles. Brokos. The power of Brokos. Oh, who's the Boggles now, opponent? Unfortunately, we have like nothing to fight this deck. I think our... Well, Okay, how can we fight this deck? We could bring in Magus to the Moon and go for the Mana Screw, although it also really Mana Screws us, like, severely. I think we just gotta race. I think that's our best plan. We could Meddling Mage. Like, Meddling Mage and maybe Magus to the Moon. But I think we're mostly just hoping to... Boy, do we maybe just not even sideboard anything? I mean, Meddling Mage can name some auras. It's not gonna be fast enough to name a Bogle. Magus of the Moon. Let's try the Maguses and not Meddling Mages. Bring in the 2 Maguses. Go down a Noose Constrictor and a Bloodbraid. I still think our best plan is just try to have an explosive like turn 2 or turn 3. And if we can get like multiple Vengevines and hollow ones, maybe we can just go over the top of Boggles. If our opponent brings in Rest in Peace and we get wrecked, then we'll know. Alright, we'll keep this. We do need another land, but we have Birds of Paradise into potentially a hollow one if we hit a land. Glade Cover Scout for our opponent. Well, Ancient Ziggurat and Birds of Paradise. Go. Windswept Teeth for our opponent. Cracks it. Well, here comes a big bogle. Oh, Core Spirit Dancer. Oh, dear. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah, that is super scary. Well, we do hit the land, so, well, play Ziggurat. Cycle Street Wraith into a land. I think we got to go Bizarre Trade Mage and try to hit Vengevines off the draw. If we go Seasoned Pyromancer, we don't have any chance of hitting Vengevines and discarding them. 2 Birds of Paradises. Okay, so, Birds of Paradise, Reflecting Pool, Seasoned Pyromancer. Play Hollow One. Pass the turn. Yeah, we just don't have a way to kill things. And our opponent can make such big creatures. The Spirit Dancer in specific is absolutely frightening. And that's going to make it hard to actually win, I think. Land for our opponent. Cracks it. Well, let's see how far they can go with Spirit Dancer. There is a downside to being all creatures, is you don't get to just, like, Path to Exile Spirit Dancer. Umbra, draws a card. And Spirit Mantle draws a card. Alright, so that's an unblockable 6/8. We don't actually have artifact and enchantment removal either. Well, run it back. We will play Bizarre Trade Mage. Draw a couple cards, discard a few cards. Vengevine, Lotlith Troll, Mana Confluence, Forest, Birds of Paradise. I mean, this is a good turn 3. Our opponent is not dead, though. Like, this shows the power of our deck. Like, the Boggles matchup is pretty rough, but, I mean, even with how rough this is, we're putting together a fight. The problem is, our opponent should have lethal with this Spirit Dancer next turn. Opponent gonna block the Vengevine, take 7, down to 7. Protection from creatures means we can't block, though. Cartouche for our opponent, up to 9 power. So opponent needs any 1 aura to win unblockably. Cracks, down to 6. Well, I mean, we put up a fight. That was a good turn 3. Alright, Spider Umbra, and that is a lethal Core Spirit Dancer. Yeah, Core Spirit Dancer, kind of annoying. Alright, so opponent's fetching out a lot of basics. I think we're going to change up our sideboard plan, especially since we just got Spirit Dancer. We are going to bring in the Meddling Mages being on the play. Go down Magus to the Moon, and maybe we go down 1 Street Wraith? We need the explosiveness. We'll go down 1 Brokos. Even though Brokos was our hero in game 1, we need to be explosive. That is our way to win this match, is just build a big board on turn 2 before our opponent can recover. Also, our opponent mulliganing into Oblivion. That would also be acceptable. They are playing Boggles after all. Well, let's see what our hand looks like. Hopefully it does something big and quick. So let's say it plays Meddling Mage on turn 2. So we could name like Core Spirit Dancer. But then it does nothing for a few turns. I think we gotta mulligan this. I don't think this is gonna get it done. Alright, well this will keep. This one has no defense, but we will put a Birds of Paradise to the bottom. And we'll see what happens. Ancient Ziggurat and Noble Hierarch. Opponent keeping 7, which usually a bad sign against Boggles. In the old days, one of the ways Boggles most often lost was just kind of running clunky and not having a creature. But there's the Boggle. City of Brass. I'll play Reflecting Pool. Play Lotlith Troll. And, yeah, get in for 1. Hit our opponent. Down to 19. Razorverge Thicket. And Rest in Peace. Alright. Well, that shuts down Vengevines. Opponent. We will block. Opponent passes. Well, I think what we do is we discard... Actually, how do we do this? So if we trade Mage, we go up to 5 cards in hand and then down to 2. We do have lands we can discard. Alright, I guess we start with Trade Mage. Play Trade Mage. I mean, it is a big flyer. Draw some cards. Discard. Land, land, Seasoned Pyromancer. Play City of Brass. Go to combat, get in, hit our opponent. Well, we'll see what auras our opponent can find. Down to 16. Windswept Heath, cracks Windswept Heath. Plains and... Alright, Spider Umbra, that is a good one. Reaches obnoxious. And Daybreak Coronet, yeah, alright. So, not sure how we possibly get out of this, honestly. There's a Vengevine. Well, you know what's good to discard? That would be Vengevine. So we will play Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard Vengevine. Draw card. 2 cards. Vengevine Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah, well, we will pass the turn. I don't know. I don't think there's a way we can beat the Slippery Boggle, though. Spirit Link. Alright, so opponent's gaining double life now. Daybreak Coronet Part 2. Temple Garden tapped. So, I mean, we can regenerate for the time being, but our opponent's gaining so much life that I'm not sure how we actually win. Opponent's gaining almost 20 life a turn. We will discard Vengevine. We will discard Trade Mage. We will play another Seasoned Pyromancer to draw some cards. Yeah, pass the turn. Yeah, what's our opponent got? Horizon Canopy. Sacks it, draws a card. Another Rest in Peace, that's fine. We can't get rid of Rest in Peace anyway, so that's sticking. Is there any way we can kill the Slippery Bogle? So if we put everything in front of it, 1, 2, this says, yeah, we can't kill it this turn. So, same plan. Block, regenerate. Brokos, I think, is what we need. Brokos would be our best draw. So regenerate, opponent gains tons of life. Yeah, up to 52. We draw Trade Mage. What do we do? So how do we interact with this? What beats us? Griff Spoon, Rancor's probably the most common. Spirit Mantle. So there's a lot of ways for our opponent to get protection from our creatures. Oh, Cycle Street Wraith. Play Meddling Mage on Rancor. This is the evasion spell they have the most of, but they do have other options. Pass the turn. Huh. Slippery Boggle. Horizon Canopy. Bone it. Go redraw. Sure. Finds. Okay. And that's game. Sure. Well, I mean, we did what we could. That feels like a really tough matchup, unless we can just nut draw, and our hand was not nut drawable. Yeah. Well, fair enough. Alright, much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Umori-One. All creatures, all the time. Wow, no companion. Good lord, what is our opponent thinking? What is our opponent thinking? This hand, we got Brokos. No Mana Dork. I mean, it's functional. It's not exciting, but it's functional. Do we want to keep it? We're on the play. I think we want to do something more explosive. Well, okay. This is fine. This has potential to be more explosive. We will keep. We will put Lotleth Troll to the bottom. So basically what we're hoping for here is a land. If we can, so we get to play Noble Hierarch. If we can hit a land or cycle into a land, we can trade Mage into Hollow Ones and possibly Vengevines. Well, we will lead on Ancient Ziggurat and Noblest of Hierarchs. Go. Hallowed Fountain for opponent tapped. Come on, land. Bloodbraid. Well, we're going to cycle. Well, alright. Play Birds of Paradise. Get in with Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. See what our opponent can do. Field of Ruin. And passes. Well, we will play Trade Mage. Opponent has a counter. Oh, boy. Alright. Not looking good, not looking good. Opponent. Field of Ruin. Activates Field of Ruin. Well, we do have a basic. We'll get a snow-covered forest. Opponent passes. Well, okay. We will Trade Mage. Draw. Discard. Noble Hierarch. Lotleth Troll. Reflecting Pool. Play Hollow One. Play City of Brass. Pass the turn. Well, we got a board. We'll see what our opponent can do against it. Hopefully they don't have a Wrath land. Their next Field of Ruin is a Strip Mine. We only have a single basic opponent passing. Well, let's play Cavern on Ooze, but then just play Bloodbraid and see what happens. Bloodbraid, spin the wheel into a Noble Hierarch. Well, go to combat, do some attacking. Noble Hierarch's not the most exciting hit there. Opponent going to Strip Mine. Yeah, no lands to find. Well, the Field of Ruin deck is a little challenging. Opponent gets an island. I'm assuming this is Coatl. Coatl indeed. Going to block Hollow-One. Okay. Boot it. Oh my god! Oh, what are the chances? Alright, so opponent's got the Strip Mine. Oh, the mono Strip Mine draw. Yeah, it's discomforting, I would say. Opponent going to Strip Mine again. Yes, this is an issue. Yeah, there are no lands to find. Yeah, there's not many decks that just have a pile of Strip Mines in Modern at the moment, but opponent's deck is apparently one of them. Well, we will untap. We will go to combat, do some attacking. Opponent pass. Yeah, no lands. Oh, come on now. Oh my goodness. Well, alright. We will Uro. Pass the turn. Wow, that is I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about what's happening to us here. Opponent passes. Reflecting Pool. Well, green, blue, blue. We will Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like opponent has Cryptic Command. They do. Oh, wow! Well, get it with Noble Hierarch. Get our opponent. Down to 11. Yeah, opponents had a hand that is ridiculous against our... Hey, Mystical Sanctuary! Guess what that does? Gets back Cryptic Command. Yeah, opponent passes. Well, we will play Urami. Opponent. Coatl into Cryptic Command. Sure. We can just do this every turn. That's fine. Fine, fair, fun magic. We will pass the turn. Opponent. I forgot, this deck, they don't really need a companion because Cryptic Command is their companion. Oh. Alright, opponent. Can you find another Cryptic? Opponent plays a land. I think I'm mostly frustrated because the odds of them having 3 Field of Ruins and 2 paths for our 1 basic land are pretty low. But the punishment is pretty high. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to cast in Uro. Will our opponent counter it? I'm sure they will. But we're going to try, because there's not much else we can do at the moment. So, exile our graveyard. Cast an Uro. Opponent. Do we have Cryptic Command Part 40? White and green mana. Oh, mistapping. Oh, that's a Snapcaster for Cryptic. Sure. So, Cryptic Command number 3 in a row. Yep. Boot it. Cryptics. Sure. So, opponents just, comboing off. Opponent goes to combat. Probably going to start attacking now. Whoa, gets in with both. This feels like opponent wrathing our board. I mean, that is upside of drawing a Cryptic every turn. Okay, so Flooded Strand, which is a Cryptic Command, I'm sure. Ancient Ziggurat. We will play Noose Constrictor. We will play a Seasoned Pyromancer. Well, we've slowly dug out from under the 3 Strip Mines and the 2 paths that did not get us anything. Well, discard Brokos. Draw a couple cards. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Cracks. Breeding Pool. Tapped. Down to 8. Alright, opponent didn't do anything too crazy that turn. Our Wrath is still pretty bad just because we don't have mana. That is a big issue here. Is the complete and utter lack of mana. Opponent. Yeah, the Wrath is coming. Well, we will block Snapcaster with a token. So we're definitely getting Wrath here, and then we really got to pray for another land. Yeah, there's a Supreme Verdict. Well, Strip Mine's a really good magic card. Very, very strong. Hey, Mystical Sanctuary! Good to see that again. Mystical Sanctuary for Path to Exile. Well, can we draw land? Opponent. Astrolabe to draw the Path to Exile. Passes. Brokos. Very, very far from a land. So we will cycle a Hollow-One. Noose Constrictor. Pass the turn. Yeah. Well, the Mana Screw is on. Those 3 strip mines, or two actual strip mines, and the Field of Ruin. Looks like it's going to be enough. Well, there's a land, so this means we get to cast Bloodbraid. We know our opponent has a path. They probably have several cryptic commands as well. Now, Bloodbraid Elf. Spin the wheel into a Lotlith Troll. Opponent has a counter. And then a path. Sure. Sure. Opponent untaps. Misty Rainforest to get a Mystical Sanctuary. Well, Cycle Street Wraith. Ziggurat. Let's go attacking. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Opponent takes it. Down to 6. Well, we will Uro. Blue, green. Oh, mistapping. Green, blue. Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uro resolves. Mana Confluence into play. And Noose Constrictor. I mean, we gotta keep the pressure on however we can. Noose Constrictor, go. Opponent, pass Uro. I mean, there could still be a chance that we're getting there through all the strip mines. Misty Rainforest. Whoa, it's not a Mystical Sanctuary. Good God. All right, that's encouraging. Opponent, pass Uro. Yeah, no lands to find. Well, opponent's down to 1 card. What is that 1 card? Misty Rainforest. Oh, we got there. Wow. Well, opponent cast infinite strip mines, infinite cryptic commands, infinite Path to Exiles, and we still got there. Opponent just never hit any like actual finishers or anything. Huh. All right, that was encouraging. That was very encouraging. Well, you know what we're gonna do in our 5-color deck with a single basic land? We're gonna bring in Magus of the Moon. Oh, this plan. Risky business. Will we be able to cast anything? Probably not. Is it worth it? Hopefully. Anything else? I mean, I think our best plan, we have recursive stuff. We have Vengevines that come back for free. We have that kind of stuff. So I think our best plan is still just to like go to town quickly. Like, opponent's deck is incredibly annoying once it gets to like 4 to 6 mana. It just can cryptic every turn and counter everything and do all that stuff. But if we can keep our opponent from ever getting there by killing them to death, that can work in our favor. We're going to keep this. This might be a hard cast Vengevine hand unless we draw some looting effects. There's Astrolabe. So opponent, maybe the Magus of the Moon plan is worse than it looks. Boy, another Vengevine. If we can only draw a way to draw and discard, this hand would be super sweet. With 2 Vengevines and this Bloodbraid, like if we can hit a Trade Mage or something and just start a... Alright, another Astrolabe. Worst case, we can just hardcast Vengevines. Oh, did our opponent miss a land? Did they keep the 1 land 2 Astrolabe and just gonna scoop it up? Oh, alright, Mystic Sanctuary. Well, that's a Mystic Sanctuary that's not wrecking us, so I like that. Hollow One. Wow, we still just need a looting effect. Well, we'll play Reflecting Pool. We will play Noble Hierarch. Get in with Birds of Paradise. I mean, I guess the other side of this is just hardcasting Vengevines is not the end of the world. Flooded Strand, opponent. Passes. City of Brass. Well, let's play Reflecting Pool. Let us just hardcast a Vengevine, like nature intended. Go to combat. Get in. Was this the pathing of the Vengevine? It is not. Okay, opponent gets a tap land. Well, we will get in with Vengevine. These Vengevines, unless our opponent finds Graveyard Hate, does give us a bit of Wrath protection. Flooded Strand. Cracks it. Snow-covered plains. I think we're actually mostly okay with a Wrath here. Sure. Because now we just get to Bloodbraid and get back Vengevine. Seems reasonable. Oh, another Vengevine. Well, City of Brass. Bloodbraid. Painfully, but worth it. So get pinged. Bloodbraid. Into birds. Get back Vengevine. Yes, please. Go to combat. Hit you for 7. Well, and the pressure's on. Opponent's down to 5, although 4 would be nicer. But still, opponent has a lot of pressure here. Opponent passing. This is cryptic tapping. Well, go to combat. Cryptic taps. Well, okay. Get pinged. Vengevine. Go. Opponent. How many you got? Astrolabe redraws. Passes. Well, I think to be safe, we play the forest, play another Vengevine. Because our opponent's probably on like Snapcaster Path or something, Coatl Path, and this should win anyway. Well, sometimes you just hardcast hasty 4/3s. Vengevine Tron, the literal slowest way possible, just hardcasting them all. Opponent, little upset in the chat, says, what a beep show. It has to be a little disappointing to just have your formerly best deck in Modern lose to someone just hardcasting Vengevines. Well, we'll take it. Oh, game one was scary, but we got there. We got there in the end. Sweet. All right, much Abrew about nothing time. We are playing 5-color Umori-One in Modern. And, well, this hand would be interesting if it had lands, but alas, it does not. So we got a mulligan. This hand is not good, but we're on the mulligan, so I think we got to keep it and just put City of Brass to the bottom. Our good hands with this deck are really good. Our bad hands with this deck are a little bit clunky. More lands. So Mana Confluence, Birds of Paradise. Look out. Look out, Tron. The birds is coming for you. About it. Urza's Tower. Mismatch Urza Tower. So it looks like turn 3 Tron online. Well, this might be a swift game here. We will play Lotleth Troll and Mana Confluence and pass the turn. Opponent going to crack the Expedition Map, assemble Tron, and, well, we'll see if they got a payoff. Mine, and I'm going to start cycling through the deck, Chromatic Star, and that's an interesting choice. Well, we will regenerate Lotleth Troll. Well, that's the least scary thing I could have imagined our opponent doing on the turn that they assembled Tron. Karn the Great Creator. Well, what's Karn going to do? Take down for an artifact. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is very, very bad news. We draw another land. So yeah, we don't actually have an answer. We don't actually have an answer in our deck, period, for Ensnaring Bridge. Well, I guess what we have to do is discard News Constrictor, grow Lotleth Troll, play Reflecting Pool, play Umori on creature, kill Karn, and pass the turn. Yeah, so this Ensnaring Bridge is, once it comes down and we can't attack, it is game over, because we don't have a way to win without attacking with creatures, and we don't have a way to get Ensnaring Bridge off the battlefield. And our opponent with 10 mana a turn is going to get empty-handed very quickly. Chromatic Star. All right, so we can safely scoop this up. There's not a card that is in our deck that allows us to beat an Ensnaring Bridge, unfortunately. Even worse, there's not really a card in our sideboard that allows us to do that either. We can bring in Collector Oofs. We can bring in Magus of the Moons. We can go down a couple of News Constrictors, a Barocos, and I guess a Street Wraith, and Meddling Mage. Meddling Mage might be okay. It doesn't actually work with our combo specifically, but all right, we'll bring in one Meddling Mage. Try it like that, try it like that. I think our best plan is just to have a great turn 2. Like, I think that is our most legitimate plan, is just to have, like, 12 power on the battlefield on turn 2. Well, Umori. About it. Well, I mean, this is close enough that I think we keep it. We can Mana Dork, Seasoned Pyromancer, discarding cards. Although, that still leaves us one short of Hollow One. Power Plant. Chromatic Star. Well, we will just Noble Hierarch. Go to combat, hit our opponent for 1. Pass the turn. So next turn we can Season Pyromancer into Hollow One, theoretically. Opponent, gonna crack the Star. Sure. Ancient Stirrings, going digging for a Tron land, I assume. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Well, if our opponent gets Tron, that will be bad for us. Oh, maybe they just have it. Chromatic Star, off another Tron land. Trade Mage. Well, let's see. Red. I think we actually got to go Trade Mage here. Blue, 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 blue. Trade Mage. Draw 2, discard 3. Now we will discard Trade Mage, City of Brass, Seasoned Pyromancer. This lets us hollow one. Play the land, get in for 1. Opponent down to 18. So not like super explosive, but I mean, we got 4 creatures and 7 power on turn 3. That's not ridiculously poor. Hopefully our opponent does not have, they have Natural Tron. Okay. Well, Natural Tron is naturally a bad deal for us. So opponent, 7 mana. Expedition map, all right. Sure. Maybe we should have mulliganed even more aggressively for something helpful here. Well, the problem is Ugin comes down and Ugin just straight up beats us, and there's nothing we can do about it. Among other cards that are in our opponent's deck. Seasoned Pyromancer, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Well, there's a Vengevine, but little on the late side. Get in, hit our opponent. Down to 11, but now Ugin just ends it. Opponent going to crack Chromatic Star, Weather the Storm to gain back to 17. Sanctum of Ugin. Yeah. All right. Well, Tron is still a thing. Sure. Got him. Got us. That was brutal. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are playing Umori-One in Modern. And this hand is all lands. I don't think we can keep it. This hand is no lands. I also don't think we can keep it. No Mana Dork. If we had a Mana Dork, this hand would be okay. We got lots of powerful stuff, but if you can't cast it, it doesn't do much. So I guess we're heading down the mulligan trail here once our opponent decides on their mulligans. So going to 5. Okay, we'll keep this. Keep this in hope. Pray hard to the magic gods. We will put Hollow One and 1 Vengevine to the bottom. City of Brass, Birds of Paradise, and pass the turn. Botanical Sanctum for our opponent. If we draw a land and can discard these 2 Vengevines, this 5 could actually be good. Hollow One. Well, pass the turn. Now it's even better. Like, we're a land away from this being actually insane. Seasoned Pyromancer, discard 2 Vengevines, Hollow One for creature number 2, get back the Vengevines. Like, if we draw a land, this 5-card hand most likely wins the game. Oh, come on, deck. Botanical Sanctum. What is our opponent doing with these Sanctums? Opponent passes. Probably Bant Spirits, I guess. Well, land on... I think we go Human. Because we do need this Pyromancer to resolve. So Cavern on Human. Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh no, we're still short, aren't we? This doesn't quite work. Do we have to wait another turn? And we tap for no... Well, all right, let's cast it. This is fine. We don't actually get to Hollow One, though. We're 1 discard short. Seasoned Pyromancer is only 2. I'll discard 2 Vengevines. Pass the turn. Bloodbraid is good. Bloodbraid puts us back to, if we can hit a land, we get 2 creatures. Worst case, we can cycle Hollow One. Oh, it's Grizzle. Oh, we're never gonna beat this deck. Never in a million years. We don't even have interaction. Neoform, Grizzlebrand. Opponent draws. Gains. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, in case you've never seen the Neobrand kill, we'll let the opponent play it out. So opponent gets to draw their entire deck. They're exiling Nourishing Souls, which lets you exile a green card to gain that amount of life. They're exiling Oruthion Worms. So opponent has enough life that they get to draw their entire deck. In that deck will be mana production in the form of Simian Spirit Guide, which will allow our opponent to win the game. Well, I guess it doesn't matter what our hand was going to do. It was not going to beat this. This is tough. This is a tough, double tough matchup. There's the Spirit Guides. Spirit Guide. Manamorphose. Manamorphose. Next game we will just scoop, but some people have never seen the combo. Laboratory Maniac, activate Grizzlebrand, and we lose. Yeah, so that's what that deck wants to do. Just you try to mulligan into that draw and do that as consistently as possible. So in this game we're going to have to go no Umori, I think. Grafdigger's Cage in. Meddling Mage in. I think this means we gotta go down Vengevines and try to be like, go down Brokos, go down Brokos, go down Vengevines, and just be like a, maybe we go Magus to the Moon too. Go down our graveyard stuff, which is it's a little awkward to bring in Grafdigger's Cages and then play Vengevines. Like, I don't think you can do that. All right, so we get to play first. Well, we got a Grafdigger's Cage. So we get to play Grafdigger's Cage, and then we get to try to beat our opponent down with our motley crew of creatures. As powerful as Grishobrand is at winning, consistent as it, powerful as it winning on like turn 1 or 2, it does not have that many ways of beating hate. So we will play Mana Confluence. We will, let's just Grafdigger's Cage. Pass the turn. Wow, okay, our turn for the turn 1 win. We took out our companion, brought it to the Grafdigger's Cage, and opponent had no answers. So game. Well, all right, let's do that one more time. Still no companion, unfortunately. I guess we could main deck Umori. Maybe we just main deck it. I mean, we are Umori deck. It's still fine. It's not horrible. What a strange way to play with this Umori deck. Sometimes companions, sometimes not companions. Wow, okay. We will keep this. We got the Grafdigger's Cage. We can play a hollow one. Opponent's mulliganing. I mean, if they win on turn 1 on the play, we cannot stop that. All right, opponent, let's see it. Sanctum. And passes. Well, Gemstone Mine and Grafdigger's Cage. Go. Opponent says, my deck is so sick, I deserve this. Oh, opponent plays a land. Passes. Well, we will cycle Street Wraith. Cycle Street Wraith. Play Reflecting Pool. Play Lotlith Troll. Discard Trade Mage. Hollow one. And pass the turn. Well, as long as this Grafdigger's Cage holds, we're in decent shape. All right, holding for now. Horizon Canopy, opponent. Passes. Well, play Ziggurat. Lotlith Troll, take 2. Go to combat. Attack. Hit ya. Sophia for 7. Yeah, we can't win next turn no matter what. So yeah, just hit our opponent. We need two more turns of attacking. Opponent down to 13. Hold Grafdigger's Cage. Hold. Opponent cracks Waterlog Grove. Untaps. Wild okay. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Wild Canter's okay. That doesn't beat Grafdigger's Cage. That's fine. We can deal with that. Opponent passes. I'll play City of Brass. Trade Mage. Discard a bunch of cards. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it to 4. Well, this is it. This is it. Can they kill the cage and kill us? Opponent being so low on life makes it hard because they can't get that first Grizzlebrand hit. Although, if they could just get a Grizzlebrand on the battlefield, I don't think we can beat it. Just an 8/8 lifelink. And got the GGs. Whew. All right. I mean, not bad. Not the worst. Well, that was definitely interesting. Being able to take out, or having to take out, the main combo and our companion for Grafdigger's Cage. That actually worked. That is a weird, counterintuitive plan, but it worked there. So, yeah, Umori-One. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Be back with a wrap-up. So what do we learn this week about 5-color Umori-One in Modern? And overall record-wise, it was a little weird. You're actually seeing a mashup of 2 leagues. I played against Lurrus 5 times in a row, and I just started scooping as soon as I saw Lurrus pop up. Not because it's something against Lurrus itself, but I don't think playing the same deck and the same synergies over and over and over makes for especially nice content. So with that in mind, we went 3-2 mashing everything together, which is reasonable, I think, for a really unique deck. And I gotta say, the deck has a really high level of power. Like, the deck can do some spectacular things. And we saw that in some of our games, like against humans, where we're just like essentially winning on turn 2 by making this massive board. So we have the power. On the other hand, being a Umori deck, it does come with a cost. And we saw that in some of our matches too, like against Boggles, where our opponent just like plays a Boggle, and they play auras on the Boggle, and we're looking for a deck list, and we literally just don't have a way to interact with that. We don't have a single card that does anything, so we're kind of just hoping that our opponent whiffs. I think the question for the deck, the biggest question I have is the sideboard actually where it needs to be? Like, technically, we're a 5-color deck. We can cast any creature possible, so we could be playing Massacre Girls, Shriek Maws. There's a lot of options. Kite Sail Freebooters. There's a lot of spell-like creatures. So is going like Collector Roof, Magus of the Moon, Core Firewalker, Meddling Mage, is that the best way? Because that was the biggest issue we had with the deck, is just not having ways to interact, period. But I think maybe we can do some of those things with creatures if we change up our sideboard. On the other hand, the main deck is really sweet. Like, Bizarre Trade Mage, I kind of forgot that was even a card, and it is perfect in this deck. Like, you get a decent flying body, and all of a sudden you just win the game with Hollow Ones and Vengevines and get like 20 power on the battlefield. Brokos was really sweet in some games. I really like it as kind of in small numbers, a 1 of, 2 of. So I feel like the main deck of the deck, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's really powerful, but you do have some punishing games where you just don't have interaction because of the all creature plan. Although, like I said, I think we can fix some of that with just changing the creatures in our sideboard, trying to put in some like discard creatures, removal creatures, rather than just going all in on Meddling Mages and stuff. I guess the idea is that we're going to use Meddling Mage as like our combo hate, essentially, which does make sense. I think Meddling Mage is good there. Firewalker's good against Burn. Magus of the Moon good at janking people out. But we don't have a way to just like kill creatures. I think the hope is that our big creatures can deal with that, and that does work sometimes, but it doesn't work if our opponent builds like a 20 power Boggle with lifelink or trample or so forth. So we saw that kind of be one of the issues with the deck. So I think the deck is really fun. It's really unique. It plays a lot of sweet cards, and I think it's fairly powerful. Is it better than traditional Hollow One? I don't know. I think it is better at just beating down with creatures than traditional Hollow One, but you do lose those utility slots that are really important in some matchups. So overall, it's different. Is it better? I don't know if I want to say that, but I do think the sideboard could be improved. So anyway, that's been 5-color Umori-One for Modern, and that's been our Much Improved for this week. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.